Hi everyone, I'm really excited to tell you that my new book, Silent Stranger, is up on Amazon for you to buy. It's a Kindle edition. That's the only thing you can do to self-publish at the moment. So I thought what I'd do was give you a little reading from it to give you an idea. And this is a follow-on book to Silent Seduction, my first book, and it's all about Rebecca. Rebecca was shocked. She couldn't stop staring at the pregnancy test. It couldn't be right. She took another test out of the packet and tried again, hoping the last one was faulty. But no, it hadn't been. How could she be pregnant? Well, of course she knew how she could, but they'd been so careful. She couldn't think of when it might have happened. There was the night of the celebration party for the successful launch of Silent Seduction, the new Etincelle perfume. That was all a bit hazy as they both drunk so much champagne. Could it have been then? She wondered. She was still thinking about it minutes later as she boiled the kettle for tea and waited for Mark to get back. "What are you dreaming about, Becky? You haven't even laid the table yet." Rebecca looked up, startled by Mark's deep voice. She hadn't heard him come into the flat with the takeaway food he'd been to pick up. She laughed, giving him a quick kiss, and he put his arms around her. "Is that all I get for going out to forage for food for us, Becky?" he said, kissing her deeply, making her head spin. "The food will go cold if you carry on kissing me," she smiled, pulling herself away from his embrace and going into the kitchen. "We could always reheat it," he said wickedly, smiling at her. Rebecca laughed. "You're incorrigible." She set the table for dinner and Mark served out the Chinese takeaway that he bought. It all smelled delicious and they thoroughly enjoyed it. With all the dishes put in the dishwasher, they relaxed on the sofa to watch a series on Netflix that they've become quite addicted to recently. Sitting close to him on the sofa, Rebecca curled her legs underneath her and sighed deeply. Mark put his arm around her and kissed her forehead. He smelled so good. Later, as they got ready for bed, Rebecca looked at herself in the mirror, turning this way and that to see if there was any sign of change in her body, but her stomach was flat. "Come to bed, woman, and stop admiring yourself. You have me for that," Mark joked. Rebecca did a slow curtsy and walked to the bed, swinging her hips in a very exaggerated way. He grabbed her, tickling her unmercifully, and then made love to her slowly and passionately, as he always did.